You have this. Oh my god. She's my best friend. That would bring the show to you. I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you. Hi. You're so beautiful. A present, actually. Oh my god. This is for you. This is, familiar if you've been to the show. Yeah. For everything you're going through, and just so happy that you're like letting me come in and say hi. Hey, what's up? Show. Did I hear it was like twice you tried to come?
Yeah. Well, I went in October.
Oh, you went in October. You got to come. Fantastic. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Nice to meet you. Hey, how are you? I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you.
Picture this. Florida sun blazing, kids in hospital gowns giggling, nurses freaking out but in a good way, and bam! In walks Taylor freakin Swift like it's no big deal. The woman could have been chilling poolside with a mojito or waiting around for Travis to finish bench pressing palm trees or whatever he does in training, but nope, she chose to drop by Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital like the fairy godmother of pop she is. Now, if you think she rolled in wearing shades and a bodyguard entourage, think again. Taylor was all heart and no ego. She posed for pics, made kids feel like rock stars, and apparently handled some seriously bold questions. One kid even shot his shot and straight up asked for her number. Iconic. No shame, no fear, just vibes. But it was another curious mini-human who cracked the code. Little guy asked why she's in Florida, and Taylor, she didn't dodge or deflect. She dropped a classic rom-com line in real life. My boyfriend is training here, so I just thought I'd come and see how you're doing. Boom. Cue the collective awe from every corner of the internet.
This is so cool. These are amazing. Oh, thank you. So sweet. She's my best friend.
I like Taylor.
I like you too. Taylor. Nice to meet you. Hey. Oh my god! Yes! I get a hug for that.
She loves the pageantry. Yeah.
Lots of different sparkles. Maybe that's the one you mean.
And don't even start on the fan reactions. Swifties exploded on X, from full-on happy tears to shipping Tavis like it's a Netflix original. Someone even dubbed it the Tavis hard launch, and honestly, they're not wrong. Girl didn't just confirm the relationship, she soft-launched it with hospital lighting and pediatric charm. Insiders say she got a little shy and fidgety before mentioning Travis, like this wasn't the most casual heart-melting moment of the week. And instead of staying glued to him 24/7, she's making the world a little better while he's doing squats or drills or whatever NFL stars do off-season. That's peak girlfriend energy right there.
I'm so happy that you wanted me to come say hi today and that you invited me in so nicely.
Aww. And speaking of energy, Bersten just came barreling in like a Labrador puppy on espresso with what might be the boldest Swiftie-adjacent ask of 2025. The Dancing with the Stars pro, fueled by a dream and probably 3 iced lattes, made a whole Instagram pitch begging Taylor Swift to help him achieve a life goal, becoming the coolest uncle ever. Like, not just your basic, brings candy and lets you stay up past bedtime uncle, but a full-blown legend in the eyes of tiny humans everywhere. And honestly, his logic is chaotic but kind of bulletproof. In the video, he went on this wild but passionate Kevin Bacon-style theory map. Kelce knows him, which means Jason Kelce knows him, which means Travis knows him, which obviously means Taylor must know him too. Honestly, if we all connected our career dreams like this, we'd be working at NASA by now. He even talked directly to Taylor in the clip, pulling out the emotional big guns like, "You have the power to make me the coolest uncle alive." The internet naturally had a field day. Some fans were like, "Yes, King," hyping him up and reminding the world that she did repost his dreamy dance routine to Lover with Hannah Brown. Others were more like, "Alan, sweetie, this feels like a reach." Still, everyone weirdly cared. Comments flooded in like, "Please help this man," and "I just want to be here when Taylor replies." Swifties do not play when it comes to manifesting. Even if Taylor leaves him on read, Bersten's already halfway to Uncle Stardom just for trying. And if things go sideways, at least he's still besties with rugby queen Ilona Maher, who honestly might be a cooler contact than half of Hollywood right now.
So you're telling me Kelce knows who I am, which means she would have told her husband Jason Kelce, and Jason obviously would have told his brother Travis Kelce who I am, and he definitely would have told Taylor Swift.
First of all, one of the sweetest things I've ever seen is your relationship with your partner, Alan.
Yeah.
Which means essentially Taylor Swift knows who I am. So Taylor, you have a chance to make me the coolest uncle ever.
Hi, Taylor!
And speaking of cool, but apparently too cool for some people, cue the hockey crowd who absolutely lost their minds over Taylor Swift daring to exist on camera during Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final. Yep, there she was, just vibing at the arena with Travis Kelce. And suddenly, a chunk of hockey Twitter started acting like she personally slashed their team's playoff hopes with a bedazzled guitar. Enter TNT Sports' Jackie Redmond, who came in swinging harder than a goalie in overtime. Girl had zero time for the drama, zero patience for the haters, and absolutely no chill when it came to calling things out. She basically said, "We showed Taylor Swift at a hockey game and you'll live. Period. End of story." Like you all are really crying because the camera caught a glimpse of the most famous woman on the planet? Please. Jackie made it crystal clear that this wasn't some random influencer sighting, it's Taylor freaking Swift. This isn't your buddy's cousin showing up with a homemade sign. This is a woman who could sell out a stadium with one Instagram post. And honestly, she's not wrong, not even a little. This is literally the biggest pop star on the planet we're talking about. The woman sneezes and it trends globally. You think the cameras aren't gonna pan to her when she shows up at a hockey game? Be serious. If Beyoncé strolled into a lacrosse game wearing sunglasses and sipping on iced latte, you better believe the broadcast would pause, zoom in, and start playing Crazy in Love like it's part of the halftime show. So yeah, Jackie said what needed to be said. Apparently fans were annoyed that during the broadcast, they showed a segment of Swift and Kelce just chilling in the stands, and even tossed in a throwback pic of Taylor with commentator Kenny Albert. And the hockey purists? They short-circuited. How dare this woman steal 5 seconds of FaceTime during their sacred puck proceedings? Meanwhile, Jackie's comparing the outrage to folks not flipping out when Timothée Chalamet shows up at Knicks games like he's auditioning for a Wes Anderson reboot courtside. She even threw in a spicy "It's been 48 hours, y'all, can we please move on?" on X, which, let's be real, is the internet equivalent of a mic drop. Also, isn't the whole hockey world always crying for more exposure? And then the one time someone with actual planetary fame shows up, it's like, no, not like that. Please. More news coming in from the Tavis world is that Travis Kelce is debuting a whole new snatched version of himself, and the internet is eating it up like Taylor's infamous Pop-Tarts. That's right. Our favorite tight end didn't just drop 25 pounds this offseason, he basically dropped a small child. And according to insiders, the real culprit isn't some fancy keto cleanse or celebrity trainer voodoo. Nope, it's the tragic decline in his intake of Taylor's homemade pastry masterpieces. Swifties, hold your cinnamon glazed tears. Apparently after the Chiefs' big ol' flop at Super Bowl 59, Travis had a moment, like one of those soul-searching mirror pep talks. He even flirted with retirement. But instead of walking off into the sunset, he decided to return like a man possessed, with fewer carbs and a scale that no longer cries when he steps on it. Now, he's clocking in at 225 pounds, which for Kelce is basically featherweight. The guy went from bulldozer to sleek jungle cat. Of course, fans are nervously clutching their foam fingers, wondering if this skinny legend version of Travis can still bulldoze defenders like old times. Last season's stats weren't exactly headline-grabbing. 97 catches, 823 yards, and just a whiff of his former self. But hey, maybe he was carrying too much Pop-Tart weight. Happens to the best of us.
I would say the ads that I love doing the most are the ones that I actually use.
Yeah.
The stuff that I use every single day. It's hard to sell dog food when you don't have a dog.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe it's time to get a dog.
There you go. Yeah, I need to get a dog.
Word is, he's showing up at minicamp looking leaner, meaner, and maybe even faster? The real test comes when the Chiefs face the Chargers in Brazil on September 5th, because nothing screams NFL global domination like a tight end with zero pastry crumbs in his system and a mission to reclaim his throne. And speaking of reclaiming thrones, Travis Kelce better keep an eye on the animal kingdom because his fiercest competition right now might just be a baby cheetah with his name and swagger. No joke. Somewhere in Somaliland, in the heart of the Cheetah Conservation Fund, a tiny feline named Taylor Swift is living her best post-rescue life. She was snatched from the clutches of illegal wildlife trafficking and is now the main character at the sanctuary, glammed up with a name that could sell out stadiums. But hold on to your whiskers, because it gets even better. 4 new cheetah cubs rolled into the rescue center, and one bold little guy immediately locked eyes with the queen bee. The staff saw the spark, the kind of slow motion, fur blowing in the wind, cinematic chemistry, and boom, they named him Travis Kelce. And honestly, he's earning it. This tiny king is reportedly playful, confident, and already showing MVP level loyalty. Like protect the pop star energy, but with paws. These two now spend their days grooming each other, napping together, and engaging in what's being called friendly roughhousing, aka wildcat flirtation. It's giving love story, and the center staff is basically narrating this like it's a National Geographic rom-com. We're just waiting for them to drop a YouTube montage with Enchanted playing in the background. So while the world tunes in to see if Travis and Taylor make it to another Super Bowl or another album, don't sleep on this wild duo. They're being iconic without even knowing it. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.